In this Alex homework video, we're looking at the understanding theoretical, actual, and percent yield. So the actual yield is probably the easiest. The actual yield is what you actually make. So you put some reactants together, you get a chemical reaction, you get some products from that chemical reaction, you weigh out those products, and that's how much you made. That's your actual yield. A theoretical yield comes from the word theory. It's the kind of the idea of how much does the paper say you should make. You're never really going to ever make your theoretical yield. I doubt anybody ever came very, very close to 100%, because you're always going to get some product stuck in the filter paper or on the stirring rod or in the glassware. You're never really going to get it out to where you could perhaps sell it or something like that. So you're always going to have a difference between your actual yield and your theoretical yield. If you were to compare those two numbers, take the actual yield and divide it by the theoretical yield, that is how much of the percentage of your theoretical yield that you actually got, and that's called your percent yield. So in this example, we see that you have two reactants. You have 250 kilograms of compound A, 400 kilograms of compound B, and that they react together to make a product, compound C. So your compound C can't be any more than the stuff you put together to make it, and it won't be any less. You're not going to create matter by doing a chemical reaction, and you're not going to get rid of matter. So whatever the amount of the reactants are, that's how much product that you're going to make. If you're only making one product, you're going to make the sum of the two reactants in this case. So I've got 250, right? So 250 it says kilograms, and I'm going to add that's A, and 400 kilograms of B. When I add that up, I'm going to get 650 kilograms total. So 650 kilograms of reactants, that means I'm going to have that same amount of stuff in compound C. I'm not going to get rid of any weight. The weight is going to be the same on both sides. Now, if you make a gas, okay, so you emit some oxygen gas or some carbon dioxide gas, and it goes away, then your weights are not going to be the same. But if you've got it contained so that you know exactly everything that you add at the beginning is what you have at the end, then the masses will be the same. That means I'm going to have 650 kilograms of reactant at the end. Well, that's what they're asking for here. So this is going to be 650. Now, notice that I've got this down to the tens, and when I add them, since I have it, I know that it's to the ones place here, and 250 kilograms. I've got 400 kilograms to the ones place, so my significant digits would be to the ones. That means I need this significant to the ones. So it's going to be 650, and then put the decimal point, and that's going to show that your ones place there, the 0, is actually significant. So it's going to be 650. I don't know whether they give you kilograms or not, but if not, you're going to have to put it in. So 650 kilograms, because whatever you have at the beginning, you have at the end. That's your theoretical yield. Your actual yield is going to be actual yield divided by theoretical yield equals percent yield. That's your, let me do that again for you. So you have your actual yield divided by your theoretical yield equals your percent yield. Okay? So if I don't know my actual yield, that's what they're asking for. It says calculate the average amount of compound C that's actually shipped. That's my actual yield. So I can just solve for that. AY, or actual yield, is going to be equal to my theoretical yield, which was 650, kilograms, and that's going to equal my percentage. And it says here that it's 57%. Now I need to put that as a number because I'm going to do some math with it. So I put that as a decimal, 0.57%. Now when I solve for actual yield, I'm going to put the 650 at the top. So it's 57% of 650. So I multiply those two, 0.57 times 650, and I get 370.5 kilograms. Okay, that's what the calculator will give me. They're asking me to round the answer to the nearest kilogram. So my nearest kilogram would be 371 decimal place kilograms. And so this would be my first answer, and this is my second answer. Okay, I hope that helps you.